Good morning, everyone. Captain Foley with you today. Starting work on the refit today. Yoo-hoo. Not going to do too overly much exciting. Basically, what I'm going to do is on the inside, I'm going to start doing my light blocking. I'm going to use a matte black spray. Spray this, one or two coats of that on the inside, and then on top of that, to do the final seal on the inside, I'm going to use gold spray paint, which will give it a nice reflective surface on the inside for the lights to reflect off of. Plus, gold is a good color for the refit, because if you look through the windows, you're going to get that gold tinge. I think that would look kind of cool. So we're going to go with that on the inside. Then on the outside, I want to do primer white, so a flat white color, and then the final coat, of course, on the outside is going to be the pearlescent white, which gives it that nice sheen, that pearl shine. And I'm not going to do the painted on Aztec-ing. I'm going to use the Aztec details that's supplied with the kit. I've always had success with Aztec decals, especially with my polar lights. This one 1400, one 1000 scale Enterprise. It was all Aztec decals, and it turned out beautifully. Also, my TOS 1350 scale Enterprise, all the weathering decals, etc., were decals. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to paint on the Aztec-ing because that just seems like a pain in the ass, and so I got to go ahead and start that. I'm going to get those painted up right now. Other than that, there's not too much going to be going on with this. It's going to take time, guys. William Mann, it's going to take time. I'm sorry. And while I'm waiting for things, to go ahead with this, I might end up doing one of the models you see behind me. Maybe the Vulcan shuttle will be first. That Botany Bay box is empty. It's already been built. It's in the other room, so you've probably seen it already. But yeah, that's where we stand with that. I'm going to start that right now, get that painted up, and we're going to see how that turns out. All right. All right, so there we have a little bit of it done. That's just the first coat, and the little box that I paint on isn't big enough to do the top and bottom of the saucer. So I've done the side inserts there. I've done a first coat of black on the inside of the upper saucer section. Good to see how well that looks after it's dry. I don't know how many more coats I'm going to have to do for the light blocking. If any of you have built this model, which I know many of you have, how many coats of paint did you need to do light blocking for your saucer or anything? I'd like to know. Like I said, I might do 2 or 3 coats of the black, and then like the gold over top. I think would really seal the deal for light blocking, and it'll make it look really cool. Other than that, I've got to wait till those dry, of course, and then I can do the bottom of the saucer. So yeah, any tips you guys have regarding this model would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, this model scares the living crap out of me. Not quite as much as the cutaway back there does, but just the lighting for this, it's gonna be a challenge. The TOS one was my first lit model, my 350 scale, but it came with a pre-designed lighting kit and circuit boards. It was pretty straightforward, and from what I've seen, the lighting kits for this refit aren't like that. And I'm not doing one of the Tenna controls or the TrekWorks kits because they're damn expensive. I'm gonna have to buy it in parts, and like I said, I'm going to have it so the sensor dish is only blue. I'm not going to have it switch to standby mode. The photon torpedoes aren't going to launch. They're just going to be glowing red the whole time. And my warp engines, I'm going to be able to switch them off. And same with my impulse engines. So when my impulse engines are on, my warp engines will be off, and vice versa. Other than that, I'm going to need the strobe lights, which I believe I'll have to buy a circuit board for, because I don't know anything about electronics. So I really need help with this, guys. And then also the spotlights, the floodlights. So shouldn't be too bad if I do it that way. And for the interior lighting, I'm just going to buy strip LED lighting. So I should be able to wire something out myself. I don't know anything about electronics, so it might be a little bit of a challenge, but you know, if you don't challenge yourself, you never learn. So we're going to try it out. So you guys are going to be along with me for this journey, and if I screw up, I screw up. I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. Well, you know. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Not much going on today, so sorry about that, but that's all I can do right now. I gotta wait for that to dry, then I gotta get this lowered saucers part painted, and I don't really want to drag you along for all of that. We will do step by step, but you know, it's kind of boring and tedious to watch it all, you know. So yeah, so this is Captain Foley saying thank you for tuning in. It's much appreciated, and I appreciate all your support, guys. Please like and subscribe if you don't, or if you know of anybody that's into Star Trek models, model building, Transformers, anything of the fun stuff we do around here, please point them my way. I would love to get more subscribers. I'm almost up to my goal of beating my son to his channel. That doesn't sound good, beating my son. Well, I should sometimes. He's kind of a little shit sometimes, but anyway, no, he's 16 years old. It's Thomas Foley 45 is his channel. He's up to, I believe, 129 subscribers, and I think at last check I was at 122. So we've got this contest, and I'm aiming to beat him. So if you guys could help me out with that, that'd be greatly appreciated. But until then, I will call it quits for today, and I will talk to you guys very soon. This is Captain Foley out.